persist through that and to push through it is a quality that you can't train, but literally is the fucking difference between those that do it and those that don't, you know? Because you're always going to get kicked in the fucking teeth.
All the time.
Every single goddamn time that you try to do anything. And then you're going to fail and fail and fail and fail. And as I'm ranting on, the one thing, right, that our industry, which at some point we'll take a turn in this fucking conversation, talk about our industry, but the one thing that our industry fails at, and something that I personally am taking responsibility on myself, the company that I've built, the business partners that I have, the direction that we want it to take, is that chefs and restaurant people, you know, we have to be more comfortable with attempting something new and potentially failing, right?
Yeah.
Which these other industries, especially the tech industry, we're out here near Silicon Valley, like these fools have a fail fast mentality. They embrace failure. They embrace moving quickly. But failure isn't this stagnant situation. It's, hey, move forward, fail, learn, move forward. You know what I mean? And that's a problem that our industry has. And per example, COVID has fucking destroyed our industry because it caught our industry flat-footed.
Yeah. And
too many chefs are not willing to be dynamic enough and now have lost their fucking businesses. But
I mean, some people obviously don't have the control and lost their business with things that are
right. Sorry, I shouldn't say it like that. But I guess what I'm saying is that chefs need to invest in other forms, to be completely honest, in other revenue streams other than their brick and mortar restaurants.
Yeah, for sure.
The restaurant industry as a whole, and being a chef, when you're a chef, you are a business person, right? And so you have to understand having a fucking diversified income stream.
Yeah.
Right? As opposed to just, I've got, you know what I mean, restaurants. It has to be more than that. You know what I mean? And just, we as an industry...
It used to be restaurants. Because, you know, Keller had the laundry, and he's like, I need a money maker to fund this one. So let me do Bouchon, which is what I think. It's my opinion, you know. There's no telling... Somebody probably went to the guy and said, hey, you do this good, let's do a bistro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
and I'm not saying anything, like, we should have multiple restaurants, and I'm not saying anything bad, like, the chefs that do it unbelievably well, but the thing that I do think that our industry has a lack of is ingenuity. Like, I can be a chef, right? I am still a chef, okay? Me, Tyler Vorce, 2020... whatever it is, November 2020, I am a chef. No one can ever fucking take that away from me. I've been working every day since I was 14 years old as a chef, right? I haven't worked in a... What?
Don't tell class.
I haven't worked in a professional kitchen in a couple of years. That doesn't not make me a chef, right? And our industry has to learn that we can have a diversified menu of options, right? I am, mark my words, 10 years from now, I'm going to have my fucking restaurant. It is going to have accolades. I am going to train the next generation of fucking culinarians, right? That is my duty to my fucking industry. But from now until then, I have to spend my time allowing myself to benefit my industry in diversifying the options available, right? To the next generation of culinarians, and that's
what you're doing with Truffle Shop.
And that's what we're doing right now. And so I believe very, very strongly about this because, you know, our industry currently, like you and like me, we spend all our lives becoming these great chefs, which is very important. But then when it's time to go out, and especially in the pre-COVID world, right? It's an unbelievably competitive culinary landscape. There are more talented chefs in this country than ever before. banks will not lend you money to open a fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to go and ask some other rich guy to give us money to have our project, and then all of a sudden I'm a prisoner in my own space, right?
Yeah.
So why, as chefs, we're intelligent enough to fucking make the finest cuisine in the world, change the fucking menu all the time, motivate a team, get everything done every single day, but somehow we're not fucking intelligent enough to make enough money to fund our own projects. I don't see the validity in that. I'm gonna go prove that wrong. So, that's me going off on a tangent. But sorry,
the fucking podcast.
I mean, dude, I had to fucking rant a little bit. So that's why we started Truffle Shuffle, right?
I'm not editing any of that out.
Don't fucking
edit.
It's
fucking in there.
Leave it.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't edit that. But literally, that's why we started Truffle Shuffle, right?
Yeah.
That is what. And I know Truffle Shuffle has a fucking, it's the kid in the Goonies.
Hey,
fucking doing the Truffle Shuffle.
It.
But if you think of it, in the Goonies, it's a bunch of misfit kids seeking the treasure to save their fucking neighborhood, right? We're a bunch of misfit chefs seeking the treasure to save our fucking industry. That's how I truly see the project that we have started.
Word up, man. Word up.
Yep.
So before we get to that project,
yes.
You're at the French Laundry.
Oh, yeah.
I get to California. Go to the restaurant in Meadowood.
Yes.
Luckily, Chef Costa gives me a job.
Doesn't kick you out.
Thank God.
God, dude. Dave knocks on the back door.
Sweet.
No stage. No fucking anything lined up. Literally wakes up, is like, yo, I'm going to go to Meadowood. I'm like, all right, cool.
But Tom gave me a ride.
Tom gave you a fucking ride
up there.
And
he's like, all right, I'm going to wait here for 5 minutes. If you come back outside, then I know you don't have the job. But if you don't come back outside, I know you're in there staging.
Sink or swim.
I was like, do it. I was like, I loved it.
That's the shit.
And I remember when I got there, Chef Kat came to the back and she was like, Chef Katiana Hong.
Yep.
Shout out to Chef Kat, the god.
Badass,
She comes to the back door and she kind of does like this baseball, kind of like puts her hands on her knees and I'm like, huh. You know what I mean? I don't think, and nobody's ever walked to the back of the kitchen. So she's like, who is this crazy motherfucker out here? And you remember Howard?
Of course.
Howard was
Howard
the one
Co.
that walked me from the car.
I know.
From Tom's to the fucking back of the restaurant. And he's all like buttering me up. Like, oh yeah, you're Tyler's boy, right? Yeah,
right.
I fucking work canapé with Tyler at the laundry. Like this and that. Shout out to Howard. He's got a restaurant in, what is that? Dubai, that's right. Fucking kicking ass out there.
Love you, Howard.
But Howard Coe, the man. And he had also worked with Chef Kat and Chef John at Melise.
Oh, at Melise, yeah.
Back in LA. So there's a lot of history out here. You know
there
what
is,
I mean?
yeah.
And so she brings me inside, and I guess years later I found out that he was, buttering me up outside. He walks inside, he's like, I don't know who that motherfucker is. But straight up. I'm like, Howard, how could you?
Come on, dude.
Yeah. So I get the job, thank God, and then I remember I moved out of your place.
Yep.
And you were at the laundry still, and then what happened after that?
You got a job and you started working every single fucking day.
I never saw you, even though we lived in the same fucking town.
Yeah, we lived in the same town.
Then you slept on my couch for a little bit.
Oh, I did.
That's
yeah,
right.
I did. Then our positions changed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Had to leave the nest.
Yeah.
Tyler was astray for a little while.
Yeah, I was astray. Dave took me in. I was on the inflatable.
That's right.
For a fucking couple months.
That was fun.
That was awesome.
And then you got an apartment to yourself.
Yeah.
And then you became a sous chef.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, how did that all happen? Like, did you know it was coming? Was it like did they build you up for it? Or were they
it's kind of crazy. For me, honestly, so I was of the generation right after Tim and when DB started, right?
DB.
So, Chef David Breeden.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Love that guy.
He's the man. He always comes in to the Charter Oak. Shout out to Charter Oak.
Yes. Shout out to the Charter. And shout out to DB.
Hell yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Last time someone was at Target.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's right.
Just randomly saw
Chef David Breeden at Target.
That's like seeing, for normal people, that's probably like seeing a fucking, I don't know.
That's not the first time I've seen him somewhere weird.
Really?
The last time before that, me, Carl, and John.
How funny is it that seeing a man at Target is seeing somewhere weird?
For us, it is.
I know.
Because we're not 9 to 5.
Right,
You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? So we be going at
You're
like 7:30.
Right.
You know, when
like,
it's about to close.
What
the fuck are you doing here? But I saw him at a gas station last time. I was going to a J. Cole concert with Chef John
Dope.
and Carl Alexander.
Yes.
That was crazy, you know. But we're in this gas station, and Chef John always used to do this thing where he used to forget to put lotion on, right? So he'd have ashy ass elbows, and I was just, you know, he picked me up, so I'd be in the back seat just roasting him about his fucking sandpaper elbows. You know what I mean? So he's like, dude, I can't be driving to Oakland to the Oracle Center with you roasting me about my elbow. So he goes in the store and gets some lotion and starts rubbing it on himself. And who turns the corner? None other than David Breeden.
God damn.
And he's rubbing the fucking store lotion on him. They're like, oh, hey, how you doing? Shake his hand. But yeah, I always see him at weird places.
Love it.
So
that's like, for normal people, that would be like seeing fucking Steph Curry just at fucking
exactly.
Like, or whatever.
People just don't know. Some people just
man.
don't motherfucking
they don't
know.
Fucking know.
But
yeah, no. I mean, I work for him. That guy is the man. And
he was the exec chef of Per Se, no?
He was the executive Sous. Yeah,
okay.
Per Se, with him and Eli. And then he left that, came to the laundry. But I mean, dude, that man, just one of the most fucking badass individuals I've ever met in my life, you know? Like, organized, just fucking ironclad standards, you know? Like, unbelievable fucking work ethic, and literally the most talented cuisinier that I have ever fucking imagined. Like, that guy, just one of the most artistic, like, brains, you know what I mean? Like, we used to like look at cookbooks, and this guy would just like, you know, we'd take the recipes and we'd test it out, and that was the thing too, is like, he's not afraid to try something different, you know, and that's what I always loved about him, because we would try something, right, and we would start and we would write the recipe and we would just make it better from there, and that was all it was. And just the way that man progressed his cuisine, and the relentlessness and the tenacity, right? The tenacity at which he pursued, you know, perfection, or I don't know what it was. Just pushing the cuisine forward is something that has left an indelible mark in me, you know what I mean? And just like, I mean, luckily...
You started when Tim Hollinsworth was there.
I started when Tim was there.
You saw a complete change.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but I mean,
evolving.
Listen. I mean, Tim, unbelievably talented guy.
Sure.
You know, love that guy. But you know, when I started, you know, and you know, was a change into the guard, so to speak. So, you know, I worked the canapé station with DV, and the canapé station at the laundry is, you know, notorious for, you work directly behind the chef. So. Yeah. You share a station with whoever's expediting, so you get it. You know, you're the first line of defense, right?
Sure.
And so, but no, I was DB's first canapé cook at the laundry, and you know, we grew together, man. You know, and he, like, fucking pushed me harder than I thought possible, and I am not the person I am today without him. You know, but yeah, I mean, I was there for Basically, I was there for a year and a half, and then they offered me the sous chef position there. And, you know, I told you before how I always told myself I was never going to be a sous chef anywhere.
Yeah.
But the laundry was the only place where I was like, okay.
I'll be a fucking sous chef.
Yeah, I'll fucking work here, man. And honestly, that was like one of the greatest time periods of my entire life, you know? Like, just the amount of autonomy that they give you at that restaurant. Yeah. But just, you know, I mean, Chef Keller has done an unbelievable job just being that extremely supportive mentor role, right? And being very scrupulous, but at the same time giving you enough space to truly fucking to truly grow, you know. And honestly, that provided it for